Hello students. Okay, today I am back in this video with another topic, and that is transformation. In this topic we will learn how to transform or how to change a sentence into negative and interrogative. We will also learn the types of sentences. Okay? Come to the point. First, we are going to learn the types of sentences. There are mainly, in transformation, we learn 5 types of sentences. They are assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory. I repeat, they are the 5 types of sentences we are going to read in this topic. Transformation are assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory. Come to the first type, that is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence are also called declarative sentence. It is a fact. Assertive sentences are the facts. For example, Kathmandu is the capital city of Nepal. We know that Kathmandu is the capital of our country, Nepal. It is a fact. It is a well-known thing, right? That is why it is assertive sentence. And assertive sentences end with a full stop. Assertive sentences end with a full stop at last. Next one is interrogative. Next one, the second type is interrogative. Interrogative means question. And there are 2 types of interrogative sentences. They are WH question and yes/no question. WH question and yes/no question. Under the interrogatives, we learn 2 types of sentences. They are yes/no question and WH question. WH question are the questions that start with WH words like how, where, when, which, who, whom. Is it? They are WH words. And the questions starting with WH words are WH questions. And the next one is yes/no question. Yes/no question are the types of questions that seek the answer in yes or no. That wants the answer in yes, either yes or no. Is your name Sarita? Yes. Yes, my name is Sarita. That is yes/no question. Where are you from? I am from Parsa. Where? The question started with where. Since where is WH word, it is WH question. This is how we identify WH question and yes/no question. WH questions start with WH words, and yes/no question start with auxiliary verb, and it seeks the answer in either yes or no. And they both are the interrogatives. Next one is imperative. Imperative. The orders, commands, requests, suggestions, and advice, they all come in imperatives. Open the door. Command. Get out of this class. Command. Give me your pen. Request. Please give me your pen. Request. Right? In this way, we know the imperative sentences. And in imperative sentences, if the commands are very forceful, we end the sentence with exclamation mark. Optative. Optative are our wish and desires. The wishes and desires Our wishes and desires are the optative types of sentences. May you live long. Right? That is our wish. Exclamatory. If we want to show our emotions on something, when we are surprised by something, then at that time we use exclamatory sentences, and these sentences end with exclamatory mark or the sign of exclamation. Alas, he's dead. Wow, what a beautiful dress. Ouch, it hurts. These are the types of exclamatory sentences. Okay, in this part I discussed about the types of sentences. Now, from these examples, I want you to learn the grammatical rules of transformation. We will go through the examples and learn the rules, okay? In this time, we will not go through the rules and then examples, but we will go through the examples and know the rules ourselves, okay? Now see these examples. Here are some examples. Now we are going to change these sentences into negative. These are all affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentences are the sentences that state yes. Assertive sentences are of two types, affirmative and negative, right? And we are going to change these affirmative sentences into negative. How to change an affirmative sentence into negative? Simply by adding not. By adding not after the auxiliary verb, right? Now see. They can climb mountains. They can climb mountains. A sentence. And it is a affirmative sentence. Now to change it into positive sentence, just add not after the auxiliary verb. They can not climb mountains. They cannot climb mountains. Or you can also write they can't climb mountains. Either in contracted form or in expanded form, no matter. Next, Rama works hard. Now see, the difference between this sentence and this sentence is we can see auxiliary can here, but we cannot see any auxiliaries in the sentence. Rama works hard. No auxiliary is present, and when no auxiliary is present there, what we have to consider is the verb, the main verb present in the sentence. If the main verb is V1, do plus not. If it is main verb is V2, did plus not. And if it is verb 5, does plus not. This is the important thing we need to keep in our mind. If the main verb is V1, do plus not. If the main verb is V2, did plus not. And if it is V5, does plus not. Now come, Rama works hard. Since works here is V5, Rama does not. Now this verb 5 is does is already here, verb 5 is already here. Works changes into work. Verb 5 changes into verb 1. Does not plus verb 1. Work hard. Rama does not work hard. Next one. They play the piano. They play the piano. Same is the process, but only to consider the main verb. They, since play is V1, do plus not. They do not play the piano. They do not play the piano. And the next one, Sarita studied hard to get good results. Sarita studied hard to get good results. For this, main verb is in second form, V2. We don't need V3 and V4 in transformation. Sarita studied hard to get good results. Sarita, since it is V2, did plus not, did not. Now this V2 changes into V1, study, S-T-U-D-Y, study hard to get good results. Sarita did not study hard to get good results. Okay, this is how we change into negative. Now, how to change into interrogative? This is the way we changed into negative, right? Subject, auxiliary, not and V1. Subject, auxiliary, not and V1. Now, how to change it to interrogative? How to change it to question? Yes, no, question. I'm going to erase these answers and then change into interrogatives for the same questions, okay? Are you getting the points? Are you getting the concept, my dear students? Okay, come on. They can climb mountains. Now, interrogative means question. To make question, first of all, we will write the auxiliary verb. While making the negative, we wrote subject at the first, right? And the difference here is in interrogatives, we write auxiliary verb at first. They can climb mountains. Can, now it becomes the first word. The auxiliary becomes the starting word or the first word. Can they climb mountains? Can they climb mountains? See, I ended the sentence, the statement with the interrogation, the sign of interrogation, since it is a question. Can they climb mountains? And then question mark. Don't forget to give question mark. Auxiliary, subject, V1. Auxiliary, subject, and then V1, verb 1. The second one, Rama works hard. Rama works hard. The same thing as you did in the making negative. No auxiliary is seen here. Since this is verb 5, we write does. Does, auxiliary, and then subject. Rama. Now this verb 5 changes into verb 1. Work hard. Question mark. Does Rama work hard? Next, they play the piano. They play the piano. Again, we need auxiliary verb and we need to see the verb, main verb. Play. Since play is V1, we write do. Do they play the piano? Do they play the piano? Next one. Sarita studied hard to get good results. Sarita studied hard to get good results. Since studied is verb 2, we need did. We write did as the auxiliary. Did Sarita study hard to get good results? Question mark. Did Sarita study hard to get good results? Auxiliary, subject, verb 1, and then the remaining part, object. Are you clear? How to change a sentence into negative and interrogative? Okay. My dear students, there are some words, some affirmative words, and while changing them into negative, the form changes in this way. These are some affirmative words, and while changing into negative, we do not add not but change the word form itself. And such words are always, it changes to never. For example, I always write a letter. And while changing it into negative, we do not write I always not write a letter. No, it's wrong. For always, we change the word and make negative. I never write a letter. I never write a letter. Likewise, must. Must changes to need not. Must changes to need not. You must go now. The negative is you need not go now. And the one is some changes to no, every changes to any. Some and every changes to no and any. Sometimes, usually and often. It changes to seldom. I sometimes visit my school. Changes to I seldom visit my school. Replace the word with these negative words. If these affirmative words are present in the sentence, in the statement, then replace the words with these negative words. Either or changes to neither nor. Already changes to yet. To changes to either. Frequently changes to hardly or rarely. I frequently visit my mama girl. Changes to I hardly visit to my mama girl, or I rarely visit to my mama girl. Okay, in this way we change the sentences into negative and interrogative. Okay, did you get the concept of changing the sentences into negative and interrogative? I hope you all got something in your mind. Okay, you are refreshed, or the things that you have learned in the previous classes also rewinded, I believe. And my dear students, there are lots of exercises regarding this topic in your grammar practice book. From those exercises, you can practice, and if you get any confusion in any matter, we will discuss in our regular classes. Till then, bye. See you in the next video, in next topic. Okay? Take care, stay safe, stay home, and follow the lockdown. Okay?